Welcome to the video. This is a breakdown of trades I took in EurUsd on the 3rd of October, the Friday. Starting from the 1 hour chart. What was price doing? We understand that price was in a phase of mitigation or change of character because of these highs over here, and once taking that high we saw a momentum shift between this high and this low, therefore change of character, therefore price is bearish. But where were we in our session? We were fairly low, and right after we actually liquidated low, creating that new lower low in the market. Essentially for the session I was looking for price to make that new lower high, but identifying areas of liquidity, there was no high probability areas of liquidity, but we could identify where price would possibly want to go. So after identifying that price did liquidate the low and price saw a change of character, creating a new low high and a new low, for that bullish pullback narrative, I want to identify where is price actually going towards liquidity, identifying the first bump where we could possibly see price to manipulate, and then the second area where price could possibly manipulate, but quite easily we're targeting the first high. So I know up until that high on top we could look for a buy narrative. And what happened in our session, we identified our most recent low and our most recent high, plot on our location tool, and we can identify and look for opportunities to trade in discount pricing. We identified up here a buy to sell that saw structural break, but what can we identify in this buy to sell? That initially, if you look towards the left, there wasn't liquidity until this low sees price move up towards this high, meaning below this low there is liquidity, and once that low is liquidated we can identify price for a change of character and a buy side execution. On the 5-minute chart, what do we look for? After liquidating the low, we can identify structural trend towards downside was indeed bearish. We have the high, the low, the high, and a new low. So what can we look for? We can look for that break of structure towards the upside, and we did in fact get it. Between this low we had a strong bullish initiation. We tap first and we see a further push up higher, liquidating these highs, but after liquidating this high, price doesn't see price a continuation. So where is it going to go thereafter? This low, manipulation, execution, buy side continuation. But where's your first entry? Realistic first entry is this high, the range breakout. That's essentially your first entry, and then your second entry, if you want to scale on, was this over here, which in fact is what I did. I have two entries, entered on the first and then entered on the second, wanting to see at least these highs liquidate. But guess what, mentally was not 100%. Not FOMO, but I wasn't quite positive in a sense. So essentially closed for around 2 odd, which is decent profits, but I should have been up way more with at least up to maybe 5 odd total. Instead I closed 2 odd. So it's not the best. The trade is good, the management is bad, very bad, but we can identify the issue, identify the problem, and just work on ourselves. That's all. That day was just more of a psychological day for me, but we still managed to get into a viable trade setup according to our playbook and strategy, and based on what was happening, it was quite honestly a very good trade. Other than that, Jesus Christ is Lord. Amen.